Hey guys, Rich here at Flippin' for a Living. Thanks for coming back to the channel again. This week, my videos are going to be a little bit different because this week I'm not going outsourcing. I may try and sneak in an hour or two here and there, but twice a year I like to have my own huge, massive blowout garage sale. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to do a bunch of short clips, piece them together, and I'm going to do what I think, I'm going to try and give my advice on tips that I think are going to be very useful in having a successful garage sale. Now I've done this for a few years, and sorry, was I shaking the camera like that? I'm being very adamant. Anyways, all the stuff you see behind me, it's all bought and paid for. Everything in here has a price. We've already all talked about that. A lot of this stuff is collectible stuff, sorry, I digress. So what I want to talk about, I'm just going to do some short clips over the next 24 to 48 hours while I'm preparing for my yard sale, things that I think are crucial to having a successful yard sale so you're not wasting your time. And on that, I'm just going to start off with one of my tips, and that is, you're only going to do this once a year, twice, maybe 3 times at the most. So don't be hasteful in your work. And what I mean by that is, don't just throw stuff out and not care how it looks. You know, make sure you're going through your house, finding everything that you want to sell, and you're taking the time. Take a couple extra hours to prepare. Yard sales take so much time to prepare, to sit out there and visit people for 4, 6, 8 hours, 10 hours over the course of a weekend, and then pack it all up again. So if you're gonna put that much time in, make sure you're taking a lot of time to prepare. And also, in this first little bit, I'm going to talk about organizing your sale outside. You can see I'm just getting a start here, very rough beginning. Make sure you have stuff in sections. Right here you see the start of the furniture section. We're going to have it set up so people, you know where the furniture is, obviously. I know not everybody has a huge backyard and a gazebo, but and then we're going to have an electronics section. You see the stuff here, the vintage electronics and speakers and amps and stereos. And we'll move on. Well, we're gonna fill the whole yard. We got another gazebo here that we thankfully bought at a yard sale for $25. 2 of these awesome white gazebos, 10 by 10, so that was great. I mean, over there eventually we're gonna have a clothing section and maybe home accessories. But anyways, at the end of the day, what I just want to reiterate is make sure you're taking time to prepare and market it properly. Okay guys, in no particular order, tip number 2, make sure you know what you want for your stuff. As I'm pulling more things out, thinking in my head what I'm going to price them for, what I like to keep in mind is whatever you think you're going to price it for, be prepared to take half of that. If you're not willing to sell it for half of that, then don't even bother putting it out for sale, okay? Move 25% on anything. You got to be willing to do that at a yard sale, but up to 50% if you really want to blow stuff out. So now I'm not saying take a $10 item and mark it up to $20 because you want 10, because people are just going to walk right through. They're not going to stop. If it's a $10 item in your head, that's what you're going to price it for, be willing and know that you will take 5. So point number 2. So my next thought or word of advice for having a garage sale is, don't use cliches in your ad. How many times have you seen no reasonable offer refused, or everything must go? I mean, what does that even mean, right? What's a reasonable offer? Who gets to establish what a reasonable offer is? Maybe the person making the offer thinks that $2 is a reasonable offer for my $20 item. Or maybe the person accepting the offer thinks that $8 is a reasonable offer on a $10 item. Everything must go, or everything must sell? I mean, really? Does everything have to sell? What if it doesn't sell? Will the world implode? Will pigs start to fly? Will your house get foreclosed on? What does that even mean? Everything must go, or what? My suggestion is to use humor. One of my favorite things, and people actually comment on it, is when I put stuff like, my wife says if I don't clean out the garage, I may as well start living in it. You know, it's Stuff like that that give people a little chuckle, stands out a little bit. But everybody's seen those other cliche phrases. And in the worst case scenario, just be honest. I got too much shit and I need to get rid of it. That works. Okay guys, so it's the day of the sale. Starting on Thursday, I'm gonna run a 3-day long sale, really take advantage of the weather. So I'm just doing some final organizing to know what I have to do, because number one is just stay organized and prepared. I actually wrote myself what I got 7 things here that I need to do yet to be prepared for my sale. So just put them on a sticky note, one at a time, finish them off, throw the paper away. So yeah, it's going to be a great day. It's beautiful out. Just a couple other quick pointers. Of course, being organized, make sure that you have change. Make sure that you stash your change, because I have heard at least a few times over the last 20 years of people having their cash box stolen because they leave it accessible. And another quick note, I just thought about it. Make sure all your stuff is priced, and if it is not priced, know your price. Be decisive, be confident in what you're selling it for, and that will help you make the sale. And also know in the back of your head what's the least you'll take. And yes, another pointer, just in general sales in life, if someone touches it, if they start picking things up and looking at them, consider it sold. If they are that interested that they're actually looking at it and checking it out, then you need to consider that item sold and go over there, because you might have another 100 people come through and not touch that item. So sell it when you can, as soon as you feel there's someone on the hook. All right, got a little more organizing to do, and then I'll be back with some finishing tips and some actual yard sale footage from the weekend. Well guys, it's an hour from opening for the yard sale, and I've done my preparing, and I just want to give you a quick overview how we've got everything in sections so people know what they're looking for, and it's not an electronic way over here and an electronic way over there. We put our stuff in groups. As you can see down here, we got the sporting type stuff. Over here, clothing and accessories, a few rugs all together and pillows. Here's the home furnishings section and accessories. Down the middle, I wonder if you noticed that sign. Did you happen to notice that sign? I'm going to talk about that in a second. Down the middle, all the furniture type stuff. Dress it up though, like a showroom, right? If you can. Like right here, we got a nice end table, old style ashtray, put a few accessories on the table, the chairs, the paintings, put it all together. This stuff here, you guys, this is all free. Once in a while I'll say to somebody, hey, what are you doing with your stuff when you're done your yard sale? I get a vibe from some people that they just really want to get rid of stuff, or they even say it. No, I'm just donating it all at the end of the day. Well, I'll take your donations basically, and all this stuff here, all this stuff on the ground, that's all 50 cents an item. If it's on the table there, that's $1 an item, and this was all given to me. So it took me 25 minutes to go pick that stuff up and bring it home, put it out there. So 25 minutes of my time. I'm sure I'm gonna make 50 to 100, maybe even more out of all that stuff. Anyways, back here's some tools, outdated media, and over here, put all the toys together. Lastly, here is the electronic section. Got some nice old school speakers and amps and stereos. Anyway, so there we are. Everything's nice in sections. People can go to a section, they can find what they're looking for, they don't have to get lost. Now, this is my last thing I want to ask you guys. This is the most important thing to me personally about having a successful yard sale, And it's also, I guess, my #1 pet peeve when it comes to having yard sales. My question to you right now, does anything stand out? Does anything in the background stand out to you? So here it is, guys. This is the #1 most important thing to me when it comes to having a yard sale. Big, bold signs. And we need to keep it simple. You don't have to make it complicated, okay? There's my address, and there's my time. There's my address, and there's my time now. There's nothing I hate more, and probably frustrates other people also, when you can't read a frickin' yard sale sign. I've literally sometimes, I know I have bad eyes, but I've literally sometimes had to go right out of my car at a corner and go up to a sign and read it, because the writing is so small and I don't know what people are thinking. So take an extra few minutes out of your life, make a sign and keep it simple. 1415 8th Avenue now. Put your sign out 5 minutes before your opening and go take it down 5 minutes after you close. Don't leave it out there. I mean, so you're wondering, oh, well, how do they know it's a garage sale? Are you serious? Like, what else is it gonna be? It's not like that's an advertisement for a wedding or a bar mitzvah or a birthday party. Like, that's clearly a garage sale advertisement. People will know. #1 tip, you guys, keep it simple, make your sign big, bold, and beautiful, and the people will come and buy your stuff. So thanks for coming to Flipping for a Living, you guys. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do so. Give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. Have a great day and love what you do. All right, guys, it's 6:30, literally to the second. So 2.5 hours we were open, and by marketing things correctly, having them displayed nicely, having them priced accordingly, and knowing what our bottom line is on everything, and most important of all, having those awesome, very short and sweet to the point signs directing people where to go. This is the first minute that I haven't had someone in my backyard in 2.5 hours, and I just want to wrap up the video. $1,060 we've made in 2.5 hours, and I can easily say that $250 maybe is what I had invested in that stuff. So if you have the room to store things, always pick up those $1 or $2 items that you know you can get 10 or 15 for at yard sales. Bigger items, you know, for $5 or $10, you'll notice a lot of the furniture is gone from the middle section here. So yeah, so now I have a couple customers back. But thanks you guys for watching Flipping for a Living. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do that. Leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. And have a great day, everybody, and love what you do.